Old friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. I'm Hollie Taylor. We're having some fun today as we talk about swimming versus running, as I am an avid runner. Okay, I used to be an avid runner, let's be honest. I prefer running over swimming. However, on our text line, 905-338-1250, Luke says, swimming all the way, Hollie. Love it. I find it relaxing. And yeah, we're just all created differently. I couldn't tread if my life depended on it. Thank goodness I haven't had to rely on treading. But a lot of you say, yeah, swimming is so calming. So I gotta reframe this. Maybe I should go take some more lessons, get reacclimated to the water. I mean, it's been years. I used to swim as a kid. It's just so funny how when you just don't really do things as often as you once did, you get a little rusty on some of those skills. But it's like riding a bike, except for, again, in the middle of the lake, don't stop swimming because it just doesn't fare too well. Producer Mike, runner, swimmer, what are you?
I'm definitely a land mammal. I prefer running.
Yes, I have a friend now on team running.
I'm not comfortable in the water.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never really a strong swimmer.
Yeah.
I have big feet and I know how to doggy paddle. That's all I got.
Wouldn't that make you more like a duck, though? Like, you should be able to swim so well.
Yeah, I can stay afloat, but still would rather be on land.
Yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Mm-hmm. So we'll go for a run. Luke apparently will go swimming along with Martha. So
yeah, we can rent a boat and watch them.
Exactly. Yes.
There we go.
We can be relaxed on a boat and we'll cheer them on.
Yeah. Sipping a drink that has like an umbrella sticking out of the cup. And, just really ultimately relaxed.
With our parasols.
Yeah.
All right. Are you team swimming or team running? Having some fun this Tuesday. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here today on Good Company. Always a blast hearing your stories. And yes, we're taking it lightly today, running versus swimming. But don't worry, there is a point to my theme. First, I want to celebrate something with you today, as last week we've been talking about Journey to Bethlehem. It was opening weekend, and as you know, that is the weekend to go out and support the film. Well, in 2,002 theaters across the U.S. specifically, Journey to Bethlehem coming in at number 7, which is amazing. That means, yes, this weekend, if you have random engagement passes, you'll be able to go and see it. It came in ahead of Paw Patrol, the mighty movie, at number 8. Taylor Swift, still doing very well, number 3. And then the Marvels, if you love Walt Disney and the Avengers, the Marvels, all of that, they came in at number 1. So, I mean, that's some fierce competition. As the Marvels, it was their opening weekend as well. So Journey to Bethlehem debuting at number 7. So some fantastic news for faith-based films, and an incredible team put that together. If you want to hear our conversation with the director and the man behind Journey to Bethlehem, make sure you take a listen to the most recent episode of Why Me Project, where Johnny and myself had a chance to speak with Adam. Adam Anders is the guy who is behind the movie 17 years just to make it become a reality. So quite the story. And also to come in at number 7 after there being a strike and then it being lifted, just heading into the weekend. They've not really been able to promote the movie the way they would have liked to have had. So check out the podcast, find out the behind the scenes, and then let's keep supporting this movie and making sure it stays in theaters for a while. Hey, thank you so much for hanging out with us here today on Good Company. Having some fun talking odd house rules. But how about this one? Some rules that really could help you with the longevity of your life. Now, I know only God knows the number of days that we have, and He knows how many strands of hair we have on our head. But there are definitely things that we can do to have an optimal and a healthy lifestyle. Cardio, having a good, healthy heart will help with your life and just being able to live longer. Also, they say when it comes to sleep, you're thinking, I know, Hollie, 8 to 10 hours a night. Ding! No. Apparently, there's been more surveys and studies done taking a look at sleep when it comes to consistency and quality over quantity and quality. So yes, quality of sleep is always going to be the deal breaker. You could have 8 hours of sleep or always go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time. But if that quality is not there, that is definitely going to impact your overall health. But they say 8 hours, obviously great. But if you can go to bed at the same time and wake up at the same time every single night, that consistency is really good for your body. I guess getting into circadian rhythm, it makes sense. But also the quality. So consistency over quantity. That's going to be a challenge, especially with kids. But challenge accepted. Do you find that you're the kind of person who's just really good at always going to bed at, let's say, 9 or 10, and that's when you go to sleep? I've never been like that. I would actually love to just go to bed every night at 11 and wake up every day at 8:30. But unfortunately, my work doesn't allow for that. So I do really struggle going to bed when I should and waking up when I should. So I'm not so good with the consistency. Something to work towards. Maybe that will be one of my 2024 year goals, is to build more consistency with my sleep patterns. I don't know. I'm going to throw that out there. Are you good with consistency or not so much? Amber trying to get to work, but Neil the seal, a 600-kilogram seal blocking her way. A massive beast of a seal. I think that's a fair excuse. Her boss bought it thanks to being able to send pictures. Talk about an office conversation. Yeah, where's Amber? Oh, stuck at home, seal blocking her vehicle again. Do you have any stories? 905-338-1250. A few of you have slept in. Yeah, I've done that too. Sarah says it was the time change, didn't change clocks, and was late for work. Happened a few times. You know what? It's fair. Why do we even do this anyway? Spring ahead, fall back. It's too hard on my old body. Producer Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot today.
Yeah.
What's your story?
I remember once when I was a mechanic towing my car to work because it didn't start.
Oh, the irony.
Yeah. And we ended up taking a look at it. That's when I learned about the fuel shutoff valve, which if you give a good kick to, will turn off the fuel pump so that if you get into an accident, it's not spraying gas all over the place.
Oh.
But when your friend just excitedly gets into the passenger seat and gives that a kick, it keeps your car from moving.
Ooh.
Anyways, I learned about that.
Amazing. See?
Yeah.
Some of the life valleys, we can learn lessons and move ahead stronger.
Yeah, it was another thing I could sign off on in my apprenticeship book.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because it happened in real life.
Yes.
That's actually kind of the worst. That you were working at a mechanic shop. You couldn't say I'm having vehicle issues.
No, I had no excuse there.
Yeah.
And I had CAA, so it was within the mileage they told me. We brought the truck over.
There you go.
Yeah.
Your boss is like, oh, you're 2 kilometers outside of the radius? Don't worry, I got you.
We got this. There was no excuse. I wasn't getting out of it.
But still, for the average bear, that would have been totally legit.
Yeah. If I had an office job, if I was working at the radio station, I'd say, oh, sorry, Holly. Car won't start. Don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, except for you live a few blocks away, and I'd be like, dude, just walk.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, sorry about your...
Okay, there's more variables required
situation
to make this thing work.
Anyway, you got a story? 905-338-1250. One last one. Heather said, my husband let the dog run amok, and he actually ate my son's homework. It was kind of funny. Oh, the poor kid. Can you imagine working so hard in your homework and then your husband's like, oh, your dog will be fine. Eats the homework. Classic excuse for a good reason. Hey, thank you so much for joining us here today on Good Company. Whether you are streaming at joyradio.ca, maybe you're using the My Joy Radio app for Google or Apple devices, it's always an honor and a pleasure to hang out with you in your evenings and your afternoons. I'm Hollie Taylor, and this story is pretty incredible. I'm always fascinated with the technology that's available and how science and technology and prayer and health and everything's colliding. And for 63-year-old Mark from Bordeaux, France, he's had a really challenging past 2 decades as he was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And as you know, and we've had conversations here too, especially with the recent guest, Tim Higg Sr., deals with Parkinson's, an advocate for it. And so you start to lose your motor skills. It's a motor neuron disorder. And so for Mark, it's been slowly, it just kind of taken away his mobility, thus some of his freedom. And so they recently just were testing out a new kind of surgery, and he got the ability to walk again. How amazing is that? A very advanced Parkinson's, and the key here was a new spinal implant. What? We are implanting new spinals? I know that's not how you say it, but just incredible. And what a wonderful opportunity for him to be part of some of that research, and for him to be able to do simple things like get up out of bed and walk to the washroom. Things that we take for granted are now, as they do more research, we'll be able to make this a more common thing for those who are dealing with it.